I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
And when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Murray off play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Looking for Aguilar. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the a shotgun. It's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Anderson right side.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Play fake. Murray. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
that's another Detroit Lions first down.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Murray. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Murray going to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Flush to his right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40, 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Jones again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Murray's throw hauled in by QT here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Murray now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Here's Murray. Being chased out left. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Now Murray. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Rolling to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Packers! Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next the score, Packers 21, Lions 11.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 50, Max 50. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. Shoot. Kill. Hey, shift. 50. You remember me?
A final shot before half for Murray. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers flushed out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a first down carry by Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Second down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Lions first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Jones. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
10 yards on the ticket. It's
On second down, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They go back to the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Jason Barrett brought him down. A gain of 15. First down, Packers.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Jones. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turned the ball over on downs. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Murray. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Packers 28, Lions 23.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
They've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play fake. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll just get rid of it.
Rodgers on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got Eckler, and some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, They taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.